This is Steve from Under a Bobber Fishing, and I'm back at the crappie pond today. I was here yesterday when it was in the low 50s when I started, in the mid 40s when I finished. Right now at 5:30 p.m. it is 78 degrees. There's some serious weather coming, and so I hope to get ahead of that. I think I am. Sometimes the weather coming is good for fishing, so we're going to find out if it is. I sure hope so. I'm going to start out with some Gulp Alive minnows. I like to catch a crappie. I keep calling it the crappie pond because I've caught two here. Like to catch some more. We'll see what happens. All right, I got a fish. Second cast. Wacky rigged Gulp Alive minnow, and it's a green sunfish. Wow. All right. They certainly have the big enough mouth for it, even though they're tiny. Even though this guy's kind of tiny. Let's see him on here. There he is. Good looking little fish. Thank you, buddy. All right, I got a fish on the very next cast. This one seems like it might be a little bigger. What is it? Oh, it is a crappie. Nice. That's what I come here for. Excellent. All right. That is a black crappie. I was corrected when I thought that these were white crappies I was pulling out of here. That's a black crappie. And he's not big, but they fight hard. That was excellent. He's such a little fish, but excellent. Went for that Gulp Alive minnow that I have. Where is it? That I have wacky rigged. Let's see if I show it a little better. I can't see my phone at the moment. Where is it? There it is. That's how I'm fishing it, and I have a lot of success doing that. There he is. Nice little crappie. Thank you, buddy. All right, I got another fish. A couple more casts, so it wasn't right away. What did we get this time? All right, 3 different fish, 3 different species. So we started out with a green sunfish. Then we had the crappie, black crappie. And now we have a little bluegill. Looks like a female. Going for that wacky rigged Gulp Alive minnows. Minnow. Just one minnow on there. All right. Thank you, buddy. Well, I've been fishing for a half hour, so I caught 3 fish on the Gulp Alive minnows. And all of those were probably within the first 15 minutes. Since then, it's gotten windy. It was already a little windy, but it's gotten windier, so I don't know if that's the deal. So right now it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to throw a Gulp Earthworm out there and see if they'll go for that. All right, I got a fish on the Gulp Earthworm. They're small. I did wacky rig it, which is my favorite way to fish anything, really. All right, I'm not 100% sure what's coming out of this pond, but that might be a hybrid bluegill green sunfish. The mouth is really big, and the fins on the bottom are orange. It could just be purebred green sunfish, but it is not a bluegill. It's not simply a bluegill, for sure not. I can get him unhooked here. Good grief, dude. All right. One last look at him. On the Gulp Earthworms, wacky rigged. Thank you, buddy. I got another fish on the very next cast on the Gulp Earthworm, and it seems like it's maybe pretty good size. Let's see what we have here. That is a nice size fish. All right. Yep. Believe that's just a bluegill. And that's one of the larger fish I've caught out of this pond. Oh, the mouth is huge though. So crazy. Well, anyway, he went for that big time. Oh, he's thick. That's a chunk. Little teeny tiny hook too, by the way. Man, I gotta get you unhooked here, buddy. There he is. All right, another fish on the Gulp Earthworm. Thank you, buddy. All right, very next cast, and immediately caught whatever this is on, oh, it's a little largemouth bass. Awesome. Woohoo! Nice. Nice. Little largy. Cool. Boy, I'm gonna have to count the species today. That's a lot. Nice job, buddy. You go get bigger. Go get a lot bigger. Thank you, buddy. Fish. All right, I got a fish. Let's see what we have. Again, on the Gulp Earthworms. Bluegill. No, green sunfish. Or hybrid. Green sunfish or hybrid. Well, I wanted to show him to you better, but he wriggled out and got away. He's in the water. Thank you, buddy, even though he's gone. This is Under a Bobber Fishing, and it's almost 7:30 now. The bites have kind of slowed down a little bit. I may have wasted a little bit of time kind of walking around the pond a little bit. In fact, there's an adjacent pond that I've caught one fish in ever. I decided to give that a try, and I got a couple bites, but I didn't catch anything there. So I've got my bobber out right now. It's got a Gulp Earthworm on there, but like I said, things have slowed down a little bit. As always, I wish I caught more fish, but really it wasn't a bad day. I caught a largemouth bass, a crappie, bluegill, green sunfish, and probably hybrid green sunfish bluegill. So wasn't a bad day necessarily, but I think this is gonna be it. So Under a Bobber Fishing, until next time, bye.